Hello, beautiful souls. This is Tarot with Thom. Hi, I'm Thom. Today is Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. And we're going to start off with our Modern Witch Tarot deck here. Get get a couple cards each for the energy of the past, present, and future. Possible future. Oh, nope. Nope, didn't want to come out. Okay. 2 cards, please, for thank you, past. They are talking today. Okay, past. Present energy. Thank you. And possible future energy. They are talking. Look at that. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. 3 of Swords, Knight of Cups, 4 of Cups, and King of Wands. Okay. 7 of Cups and the Tower. Okay, great change is upon you. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's okay. Don't panic about the Tower. Everyone panics about the Tower. You're going to be okay. You are going to be okay. So, a quick overview before we get some clarifying cards on this story that's unfolding. But I feel it. You're coming from a sense of heartbreak. And this could have been somebody who was meant to be your knight in shining armor and they weren't. Or this is you. You are just a knight looking for love and you have been hurt. The good thing about the 3 of Swords, though, as long as you take the lesson, it's a great lesson to learn. You become more discerning. Just don't let the sword stay in the heart forever. See how they're bleeding black? In order for that wound to heal, you need to take out the swords. You need to take out the spite and the, what's the other word? Holding on. You're holding on to the hurt and resentment. Don't hold on to the resentment. It takes time. It takes time with intention. Just letting it sit there and fester with time, it's not going to work. So take the swords out and heal. So I feel you. This is rough energy. And all you were doing was you're looking for love. You've got a big heart. You are that knight. You are the Knight of Cups, the most romantic card. That's what I'm feeling. I don't feel like, you could be saying a lover, hurt you. It could be. But we'll get some more clarifying cards. This could be you, it could be someone else. And so right now, it's understandable. Your heart's a little guarded. Excuse me. Cups are all about emotions. And right now, you're feeling like you need to protect yourself. You're not looking up at this divine hand of love. This is new love being offered to you. You're like, well, this didn't work. This all sucked. And you're kind of dwelling on it right now. And you're using that fiery energy of the King of Wands to protect yourself. I'm never going to let that happen again. I'm wiser now. I'm never going to let that happen again. And that's okay, yes. It's good to be wiser now, but you don't want to ignore love that's trying to come in. Very intriguing to see how this all wraps up. I love this. I love the mystery unfolding because here you had the 7 of Cups to the Tower. So this is possible future energy, and nothing is ever set in stone. But this is preparing you for the inevitable. Something needs to crash and burn. So like, for example, if you're holding on to resentment, if you're holding on to hope that this past will work, that person coming back or you taking that person back, it's not going to work. So if you pick that, it's gonna crumble. Or there's something else you needing to let go of right now to make a choice to let it fall. That's no longer serving you. Again, we're gonna get some clarifying cards because this is all very, very intriguing. There's some hurt here. There's some pain here. There's some vying for like love, guarded, and worrying about things falling apart. And the Tower is about the universe taking action when you're being stubborn. When you're being unmovable, oh, the universe will move you. They thought that tower was indestructible. That little lightning strike coming from the clouds, from the heavens, that's something needs to crumble and change so that you can build new, something that actually serves you. But we'll find out more. Let's get some clarifying cards here, and we will clarify even more if needed, because this is an interesting story unfolding here. Okay, so Three of Swords, please, and Knight of Cups. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to do that. Didn't feel right, though. I feel like one landed closer to the other. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. We'll see how it reads. All right, Four of Cups, King of Wands. Thank you. Thank you. Very good, very good. And Seven of Cups and the Tower, please. One more. Thank you. Oh, almost. Oh, they're turning over, but they're not coming out. Interesting. Who turned over? Interesting. The Knight of Cups again. Interesting. I'm going to take that. That feels like it wants to come out. He came out for a reason. Another Knight of Cups. But let me get an actual clarifying card for the Tower. There you go. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, we will look at him afterwards. I think this is a hopeful reading. Okay, so we have Page of Cups and Seven of Swords. Yeah, see, when these landed, this is why I'm switching these up. This one landed closer, I think. We can always go back. And then this one landed further up. I think it was off screen. I could be making that up. But I feel like this is what Spirit is telling me are the pairings here. So we got the Seven of Swords to the Three of Swords. This is a card of sabotage, sometimes self-sabotage, sometimes thinking strategically. It could be all of the above. And sometimes, yeah, it is being sneaky. Someone, being sneaky and hurting you. But I will read this several ways because this hurt has woken you up to the ways that you self-sabotage or the way you abandoned yourself, made yourself small in this relationship, whatever it was that broke your heart. And you are no longer going to self-sabotage. I'm not saying you were the reason the relationship didn't work. I don't think it was meant to work, and you stayed longer than you meant to. And you thought of all these strategic ways to try to stay, but none of them served you well. That's the feeling I'm getting there. And you're realizing that. You're realizing that did not work. And then the Knight of Cups here to the Page of Cups. This is a beautiful little pairing here. The Page of Cups is all about youth and creativity. And so you have a very creative heart and a very joyful, youthful heart. So I feel like you are the Knight of Cups here. You are just asking for love. You're being very creative in ways of love, and it wasn't appreciated. These two cards are saying it wasn't appreciated. But this is a beautiful way to be. This is accepting love, being the embodiment of being creative in love, being open-minded, open-hearted, playful. These are all excellent qualities to have. Present energy, the Four of Cups, justice. Yeah, you're feeling like some injustice was served you. You feel like you've seen all the evidence and you've weighed that you're never going to let it happen again. And the thing is, you can declare it's never going to happen again, but it's not about building walls around your heart so you can't get hurt again. No one can guarantee you'll never be hurt again, but love is worth that risk. So instead of building walls, might I suggest building doors and doorways. Keep the doors unlocked, but people have to come knocking, and then you can discern whether or not to let them in through that first threshold. And let's say they pass the first threshold. They're a safe person. Okay. Then there's going to be another door that you can have a discerning eye about before they can enter something romantic. See, so you are feeling like justice is served when you ignore any there's a word for it, but you know, when love comes knocking, you're like, nope, I've learned that it's too painful. I don't want to be hurt anymore. Remember, this little divine hand, your higher self is saying, hey, it's okay to let people in again. Maybe you need to look at the facts a little closer. Be a little more neutral in your deciding here, you know, because it's not so black and white. The gray pillars, you know, gray is neutral. So see it from all sides and then make a decision. Just an idea. I don't know, it just came to me. Take what fits, leave the rest, you know. The Empress to the King of Wands. The Empress, though, is saying, because, you know, here was the King of Wands protecting you. You know, you're like, I don't want to let anyone in. Empress is like, okay, but listen, I am unconditional love, and I have unconditional love for myself. And she's very discerning. She's not going to give her love freely to anybody who has, you know, abused her trust. She doesn't let anybody into her garden. They're exiled if they mess up like that. But she is someone who values the importance of knowing you're worth it, that you're worth the abundance, and you're worth the abundance of love coming your way. So instead of using that, you know, fiery king power here to keep people out, just use it wisely. You're more discerning now to protect your garden, your oasis here, your abundance. That's all. You're more discerning for people before they can pass through the gates. Because this is where you want to live. This is where you want to thrive. So it's very good to see that with all this kind of like heartbreak and hardship going on. I feel you. It sucks. But you still have your loving energy, creative energy. I know people, it's like, how could somebody not love you? And it's not about that. Somebody fumbled you. All right, that is not your fault. You are a catch. I mean, look at this person. He's got a little fish there. You're a catch. You're a catch. But I know it still hurts. So like, process that emotion. If you need some alone time, that's fine. But don't ignore that love being offered to you forever. Make sure you do have, you know, balanced out the facts here. Don't sentence your heart to behind bars, because you definitely have that fire behind you that you could, but use that fire to protect you, to protect yourself in ways that keep you open. She's like, come into my garden if you're cool. So you're going to be able to see cool vibes, good vibes. What's that word? Blanking today. Oh, sorry, bouncing the table here. Good intentions, good vibes, you know. Excuse me. You're going to be able to discern that now. And this future energy here, let's take a look. You got Seven of Cups with the Queen of Wands, okay, and the Tower, okay. It's like this little roller coaster. Like you dip down, and then you realize, wait a minute, no, I do deserve the best. So you're going up, and then when there's something that's going to go down, like maybe you're still kind of clinging on. Like I said before with this Three of Swords, maybe you're clinging on to this relationship that needs to end, and you know it's done though. And something's got to happen where it's going to end no matter what you do. You got to let it go. Because look at that, the Ace of Pentacles, that is all about new growth, new beginnings. Like, let this happen so that this can happen. I know it's scary, but if I told you after you jump, you actually end up landing in a beautiful Caribbean Sea, even though the jump seems scary, wouldn't you jump? I don't know if that was a good example, but you know, something where it's like paradise. You know, it looks like terror, but you're gonna build paradise. Keep that in mind. Endings happen so that something new can grow. Forest fires, natural ones, happen so that the new growth can come and bring more abundance, nutrients. Forgive me, stumbling over my words today. We're going to keep powering forward. Seven of Cups to the Queen of Wands here. How do I want to set this up? Here we go. There we go. So Queen of Wands, she's all about going after what she wants. See this little black cat? It was unlucky. It was, you know, culturally it was thought unlucky to have a black cat, but she was like, I don't care. I love black cats. And I was the same way. When I was a kid, I got a black cat, even if people didn't like him. Loved him. His name was Ethan. Iwi for short. He was amazing. Loved that cat. He was a little panther. Anyway, you. That is you. You're going to go after what you want. So even if you're feeling overwhelmed with these choices, you are going to make the choice of what you really want. And that's the thing. So the overwhelm goes well with the tower here. You're like, but if I let go, things are going to crumble. But also I really know what I deserve. And I deserve the best. Here we go. Empress energy. I deserve the best. So you're going to choose the best so that you can grow and build anew. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. And you can do it while grieving. You can make those hard choices even while you're still healing. You don't have to be fully healed to keep moving forward. It gets better and better. You just got to keep moving forward. And if you refuse, the universe is going to decide for you. So wouldn't you rather just kind of decide for yourself? Yeah. Whether or not you do it yourself, it's going to happen, is pretty much what the universe is saying here. Okay. I love that this card also came out. I think this was meant to be a little reminder to you that, yeah, you're the Knight of Cups. You are a hopeless romantic like me, but that's not an insult. That is, you first and foremost value love. Love is what saves the world. Love is what makes the world go round. All you need is love. All those sayings. But it's true, though. And you are an embodiment of love. And the knight is going out there and going for what he believes in. And he's going to turn this arid land next to this river arid? Deserted? Anyway. And he's going to let it grow with love and abundance. He knows where to fill his cup. You know where to fill your cup. Don't lose your childlike wonder and creativity and joy. That's you. You're a catch. You're a catch, and don't let anyone ever make you feel small. The moment you feel small around someone, that person is not for you. They can go be miserable. And you're going to grow something new. You really are. And we all have to go through the roller coasters of life, of up and down, but you have survived every day that you have been through. You will survive this, and beautiful things are on the other end. All the best things in life are on the other side of fear. So we're going to end this reading with the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck. Love all these decks that I use. Just so beautiful. Oh, didn't fully come out. Let's fully commit here. I know you're ready to fully commit, but you got to wait for that person who's also ready to fully commit. Don't fall in love with potential. Believe people when they say who they say they are, and also believe actions over words. Believe them. I've had to learn the hard way. Love this deck. Let's see, who wants to come out? Am I going to have to pick? Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Pray from the heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. I love that. So if you're feeling a little like you need some divine backup, you've got it. All right, let's get a little more detail in here. 23, pray from the heart. Okay. The power of prayer is incredible. It is an open exchange of communication between the divine and the part of the divine within you. Divine and the part of the divine. Oh, I just read that. Anyway, let's continue. It's just one of those days. What is it, Tuesday? It's Tuesday. We're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. It can heal any challenge and bring forth amazing miracles. And you're facing a challenge. That is why you are being called upon now to pray from the heart. When your prayers are focused by your emotions and the intensity of your heart, they have more power than ones that just come from the mind. The latter is when you say the words out of routine without deeply feeling their meaning. So, we might pray little odds and ends, but this one is with intention. It's saying to pray with intention or meditate or however you want, however you want to express that, however you express the action of prayer, all valid. That isn't to say that prayers are ranked by priority level. A sincere plea in desperate times is valued just as much as prayers of gratitude and affirmation. Even a simple request for a parking space can provide instant results when your heart is engaged in the asking. And I've done that one a lot, and it works. If you are facing a challenge at this time, or if you just want to manifest something magical for yourself, know that prayer is a part of the answer. Make time for your prayer list every day, but don't let it become an empty routine. Be sure to put your heart in it each time. Okay, so you're being called to deeply, deeply feel this and know that you have divine backup. I love that. We always do. It's not just for today. You always have divine backup. So pray from the heart. Beautiful. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, my beautiful Knight of Cups. You're going to do great. You're going to build new. Let the tower come. You're not afraid. Let it come. Let it wash away everything. You're ready to build new anyway. All right, let's see. Who do we want to bring with us here? How about... No. Sorry. No, both. We're going to bring both. You are the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. Look at you. So I hope that resonated with you. Take what fits, leave the rest. As always, I appreciate you being here. You make my world go round, and I can't thank you enough. And as always, like if you liked it, if you vibe with my vibe, and if you enjoy my energy, please go ahead and subscribe.